Hi, this is Paul Gerst from the Balanced Path Wellness Center, and it's time for another episode of On Your Natural Health. Um, Part of what I do in Chinese medicine is talk about balance, and I want to talk about balance in terms of extremism today. We're living in times of divide, and in divide, you see very extremist behavior. So the more, well, I think a lot of you are probably already thinking politics, so I'll use it as the obvious example, even though we can use other examples for that. The obvious example of politics is the more one group moves to the left and the more another group moves to the right, these groups lose the ability to hear each other, to understand each other. They care less and less about each other. They view the other as the enemy. They view the other as the problem, when really each of those groups are the problem. Because the big problem with this, if the big picture problem is this country has got 350 plus million people in it, and we are represented by two parties. That's completely insufficient. I don't care for either party, if I'm going to be transparent in this thing, but I happen to think the whole thing's a sham. And I don't mean that in a conspiracy theory way. What I mean is that I think that this divide is somewhat by design, in the sense that why not invite other voices to the table? If I really want the best for my country, if I really want the best for the people of this country, I want more representation. It's kind of like trusting myself to build a whole neighborhood and not consult other people, not consult other experts. That would make me a moron. And that's what's happening time and time again, is we're seeing people who think they have all the answers, and really what they're doing is they're just making themselves susceptible to conspiracy theories. And so the idea is the more you stray towards one side, the more you have to buy into that message. So as ludicrous or as absurd as it is, what's more absurd is that you are totally wrong to be that far off in the first place. What's ridiculous to me is that we've lost the ability to be wrong. We've lost the ability to apologize. We've lost the ability to see somebody else's point of view. And that makes us morons. That makes us fools. Don't be a fool. Stop doing this. This is the truth is in the middle. And what I mean by that is, you're in listening to all these messages that other people want you to believe. You lose the ability to perform rational thought on your own, to really do your own research, to read. I can't stress that enough. You need to stop looking at one source that pumps hate and a singular message that just you've decided you're comfortable with. That is not helpful. In fact, it's turning you into a little soldier for them. And I don't care what side you're on. If you're an extremist, you're wrong. Balance is the way to go. And what that means is that we have to learn how to compromise. We have to learn how to disagree with each other. I think it's interesting how so many people say, I don't care what that person believes. Yeah, you do. Look around you. You can tell how much people care, because if we really didn't care what the other people were believing, we wouldn't be so angry. It wouldn't matter who's in charge. Where it gets scary about who's in charge is when they have extremist values, when their beliefs, their idea of freedom infringes on the rights and freedoms of others. This has got to stop. And so this is my message of health today, and I hope that you take it to heart. And if you're one of these extremist tool bags who are ruining our country, maybe your company too, that you get together with some people and talk it out, and soften that mind of yours. This is Paul Gerst from the Balanced Path Wellness Center. Thanks for listening to another episode of On Your Natural Health.